What is going on, everyone? My name is NW97 and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. So, today we're going to talk about 5 things I am most excited about Forsaken. It's really coming out in a couple of weeks and yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. But first, I'd like to say Happy Gjallarhorn Day. I believe this is the... what is it? The 3-year anniversary of Gjallarhorn being sold for the second time. Back at year 1, Gjallarhorn was only sold one time. It was week 2 when Zerg came in, and everyone either got it and deleted it, and people got it and kept it because who knows, it was probably a good gun, or people just didn't buy it in the first place because, you know, they already had the Truth rocket launcher, right? So anyway, a little thing for that. Happy Bungie Day. Not Bungie Day. Happy Gjallarhorn Day. I remember the first time I got my Gjallarhorn, but that's for a different video. Anyway, top 5 things I'm most excited about Forsaken. Number 5, we have the new improved mod system. Now, of course, Bungie has improved on the mod system, and there's certainly some good things about the mods. But I'll tell you this though, we only have like modifications for you know, power, for like, you know, elementals for guns, and just really improvements to light level. And sure, the armor mods are pretty handy sometimes, especially the raid mods. However, Bungie is going to improve upon mods, right? So instead of like focusing on like kinetic mods, they're going to focus on mods where it basically gives off an additional perk, right? Like for example, they have like exclusive perks like Icarus, I don't know, I think there's one that gives you more range. I believe there's one where, oh, that's for Masterworks as well. So it's kind of cool. So not only you have the gun itself with all of its perks, but you also have the Masterwork, which increases certain stats, and then you have the mod on it, which goes ahead and gives you another like random individual perk for the mod specifically. And I have a feeling I'm gonna spend a lot of time just focusing a whole bunch of materials on one gun and try to make the best gun possible. And this certainly makes it a lot better by adding random rolls into the weapon, because there's a lot more possibilities for having weapons. I know some people don't like the idea of free roll of like random rolls. However, I feel that you know, at this point, you know, every time you have a gun drop, you feel that it's going to get good, right? So right at this point, I always get like, oh, every time I get Nameless Midnight, I'm like, oh crap, need to delete it, right? And I'm pretty sure Bungie actually promised saying, oh, you will get rewarded for getting the same weapon. Yeah, with a bunch of materials and all that. And we don't like materials, we just want to get more stuff that gets better rolls and all that. So anyway, we're finally getting that promise, and yeah, I honestly cannot wait with the random mod system. And with random rolls. Really, it's just going to be number 5. Random rolls and improved mod system. Number 4, a lot of the new super abilities. Really just all the new subclasses overall. It's not exactly a subclass, it's like a faction within the subclass, but we're going to have new supers, we're going to have new ways to play, and I absolutely love that, honestly. I kind of hope that in the future we're going to have more trees set up like this, where we have like new supers, new ways to play, and just brand new abilities overall. So, you know, in the perfect world, I would say that each expansion we'll get like a new way to play. You know, we'll get a brand new tree every expansion, but just to be nice, what I want to have is, you know, like 9 brand new supers / ways to play the game every Forsaken-esque type of expansion, or Taken King or Rise of Iron types of expansion. I'll be really nice with that, but I absolutely love the idea of just having brand new, you know, supers and different ways to play every major expansion, right? However, even though that I think is a good idea to have like that for every single expansion, I do not know how this game is built or how it works. Maybe they'll take a lot of time to do it. However, I'll just make it, you know, I'll just play it safe / you know, being reasonable, that every Forsaken-esque expansion, I want to have a new subclass for each, a new like tree for each subclass. All right, number 3. Obviously, new activities, right? So we have like a new raid, we have like a brand new story, and honestly, I'm extremely sad about the new story. Bungie has definitely never done anything like this before, where one of our favorite characters die, and hopefully Bungie will do something really awesome with it, and it's gonna be super interesting. Like, there's definitely gonna have a lot of change with Destiny, at least for the time being, and yeah, there's certainly gonna be some interesting aspects within just how this game works, right? So not all, and I also just like the theme of it. You know, it's like, a space western, right? I know there's a lot of influences with western movies in this game. It's just I never felt that we actually had like western themes within the game. Like, sure, there was like a couple of like hand cannons and like, hunter cloaks and stuff like that, but we didn't have like cool things that we could talk about, like story and all of that. So really just the story idea, and just how everything is going to work with Forsaken, and honestly cannot wait for that to happen. Number two, brand new weapon slot system and new weapons. Now, oh boy, this is certainly an interesting idea. Now, a lot of people were complaining a lot, including me. I don't know why Bungie did this, that the slot system sucked, and it kind of did. However, they're going to fix that, and everything is going to go back to normal. Well, at least in my case of normal, just for playing the previous game. Yeah, we're going to have snipers back in the special slot. We're going to have heavy back in the heavy slot. And we're even going to have some like weird combinations that we could do. Like, we could have like heavy on the primary slot. We'll have like, we could have like a primary on a kinetics, I don't know, a special slot, which is kind of weird, and 3 shotguns. That's gonna be fun. And there's also gonna be a thing where we didn't have since like before Rise of Iron, that we're finally gonna have special weapons be reliable again. We're gonna use shotguns as many times as we want. As soon as we spawn in, we're gonna use snipers as much as we want. We're gonna use fusion rifles, if you're into that, as much as we want. And I just love that these weapons are going to be relevant again, and we're not going to have a point where these guns belonging to the heavy slot is finally going to come back and it's going to have a pack a punch. And I'm going to tell you this, it's certainly going to change the meta a lot, but fortunately for me, unfortunate for some people who are new to this game, is that I'll be used to shotguns being the meta, or snipers being always a threat in our path. And that's what I always felt like. I felt like it's always fun that you must be careful at all times. Like, don't double peek at this point. You can always double peek. Like, if they don't have a sniper, just go ahead and double peek as much as you want with those hand cannons. But with the sniper, nope, that's not going to happen. Make sure you keep an eye on your radar if you have someone with a shotgun. Well, you can't do that anymore because shotguns aren't around as much. So I feel like the game overall is going to change because of all those changes, and there certainly is going to be a very interesting case where people will have to adapt and go back to the ways of Destiny 1. And especially back then with like the Taken King, and also just how special ammo was just around all over the place. And I certainly miss those times, even though it was kind of ridiculous and overpowered. We do love overpoweredness over balance, I think, personally. We prefer overpowered, really fun stuff over balanced, boring stuff. Like, sure, there might be the PvP enthusiasts, saying, "Oh, this is actually terrible. We need to have balance in the Force and make sure everything has certain uses." And the thing is, like, even that's the case, there's only going to be like 5 weapons that's going to be relevant within the meta, and everyone's going to use it. However, ever since, even if like a lot of things are going to be overpowered, that doesn't mean we're not going to have fun. And fun is the one thing I want with this game, because everyone plays because of fun, and going all over gun ho with a shotgun is certainly a fun way to play. And number one, finally, is random rolls. Now, I'm pretty sure I said random rolls the first time, but I'm basically gonna rephrase it again because random rolls is just so important to me. And I know there's a lot of people say, I'm fine with not having random rolls. So yeah, that's true. Like there's certainly some individual guns that you could hunt for, but the one thing I want is to have those individual guns be relevant. Like sure, like you might have some individual guns that are just like the meta, and sometimes you don't get those guns at all. Like I still don't have any escalation protocol guns. I'm probably gonna have to farm it a lot, like this weekend and next week, just to get it. That's all I'm gonna do from now on. After Iron Baron's over, I'm gonna do another thing but escalation protocol to get those weapons. Just to be prepared. Especially like all three of those weapons, like the submachine gun, the shotgun, especially, and the sniper. The shotgun is gonna lose power by the expansion, but the sniper is still gonna be extremely relevant. So yeah, those are gonna be some awesome weapons to use. And yeah, like I'm gonna have to, like, there's gonna be times where once I get the escalation protocol, I can still roll for other guns with this thing, right? And that's what I love. Importantly, have individual guns always be relevant for drops because I would love to get them. Alright guys, that is it for the video. Those are the top 5 things I'm looking forward to for Forsaken. Make sure you go ahead to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and comment below on what you're looking forward to the most for Forsaken. Thank you guys, God bless, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.